Alright, hello there. So let's play a pinch of magic again, like the the route of the gay, and let's make a new guy character to make it a little gay, I guess. Probably won't take too long, but I guess I'm doing like a queer game stream of a different game, either tomorrow or the day after. We'll see about that later. Let me get the things there and then get that right away. Yes. Alright. So I was thinking, like, because last time we used like the canon name of the main character, but this time it is like basically a different character. So why don't we make a different character basically? I was thinking like the canon name is Varsha, I guess, for both characters, but maybe we want to be more like a guy, so maybe we'll make it like Varshagi or something like that. Is a guy name, I guess. Like Shaggy is a guy's name, so it should be fine. Alright, and I guess we are just fast forwarding to the choices. I don't think there is like anything particularly different, like depending on the gender. So let's just fast forward, like, what's it? Part 1, I guess. Like if you want the base story. Well, I guess we could do this because this is probably, like we did this the last time, but I want to see like whether this changed anything. Basically what the mermaid was coming here, I guess. Like that is more or less a gist, and the main character doesn't realize. Yeah, I may be itching to use some magic, but there's no need to show off. She might not appreciate her laddie floating all over the shop. So instead, I get to work quietly and efficiently at the kitchen counter, preserving the energy I would have spent using magic. Oh, I wonder, like that. Is like magic then more work than just normally doing it? First, using the mortar and pestle, I grind the kelp blades into algae powder and lightly dust the sugar. Then I slide a jug of fresh milk under the coffee machine steaming vent. It soon fluffs up deliciously with tiny micro bubbles. Perfect. Alright, maybe a little florist couldn't hurt. Honestly though, it sounds like magic still, but I have no idea how coffee works. Never mind like seawater or algae kind of coffee. Or was it tea? Well, either way, I guess. I glide across the floor, spinning a cup and saucer into the woman's hands. My deft fingers pour the powder into the basin of the cup, with a dash of sea water on top. Lastly, raising the milk jug to a high angle, I let it pour. It cascades down into the cup like a silken waterfall, warming all it touches. A 12 spoon and the drink is made. The woman's eyes light up as she takes a big, delighted sniff of the sweet and salty steam rising up to tickle her nose. What a heavenly smell. Now, for the finishing touch, could you tell me your name? Well, I guess then it's about the same. Oh, there is the romance interest then. Oh, I guess it is something different then because it's paused. Is there like a history thingy? I guess. Well, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. Oh, it's probably this one. Where this did this up? Ah, yeah, it's this part. Like where the guy is bad modding the building, I guess. Oh, and the previous owner, I guess. And the owner has a nasty habit of being mean to 50% of his paying customers. Oh, I'm pretty sure though that we have seen this before. Alright, there we go. And now it should be all new. I can't believe I'm even considering this. Michael might actually have the best point. I may not like it, but Coffee Curiosities needs money fast. Relying on the people of Linsdale won't be enough. Michael knows social media like the back of his hand, and I can't deny that with his knowledge, he could be my most useful ally. ... Alright, Michal, come by the shop tomorrow. Alright then. Glad to see you making the only professional decision. ... Not too bad for the mermaid that the main guy is only into guys now. For the rest of the day, Kian and Michal stay at the cafe, each offering advice from their own perspectives. Not a single other customer comes into order, and for once I'm glad. This is probably the same, but oh well. Planning takes priority, and before we know it, our discussion has stretched well into the afternoon and beyond, until the sunset calls an end to our little council. As night rolls in, I say goodbye to sleepy Kian and Michal, close up and decide to catch an early night myself, knowing I'll need all the rest I can get to prepare for the toil ahead. My head hits the pillow and my eyes immediately grow heavy. I have just enough awareness left in my brain to wonder how well this new partnership of mine is really going to work out before I slip off into a troubled sleep. Hello, Coffee Curiosities. I get to work right away, nervous but excited for the humongous task thrust on my plate. It's really the first day, huh? I hope I made the right decision with Michal. Now that we are working together, I'm sure he won't be as annoying. Well, you can always hope so. I guess like some people are into annoying people too, so it could be fine either way. Knock knock. Huh? I guess not everyone knows about the renovations yet. I'll let them know. Well, that is probably the guy though. I quickly wave my hands to stop the cleaning spell, smiling when the broom and dustpan politely lay themselves down. After wiping off my hands, make my way to the door and creak it open. Excuse me, we are closed. Ah. What do you think you're doing? Oh, you asked him to come, right? Why did you bring a scooter inside the shop? Well, probably so that nobody is going to steal it or something. Huh? It's too small for a parking space, right? How exactly? It's too big to be in the shop. Did you just roll your eyes? I think the very first part of the renovations should be your terrible customer service. Though, well, you probably want to say something like if somebody is bringing like a scooter inside. Or maybe I did a mistake. If you're going to be here so early, then make yourself useful. So how about we get started already before I throw you out? Yeah, I've heard that one before. I'm sure. Michael steps further into the shop, peering around uninterestedly before pulling out his phone. Well, like, hopefully it is this one, but just to be sure, I guess. And what is he doing then? I guess I shouldn't assume he's doing something nefarious. Yeah, well, phone isn't necessarily something bad. Fine, I'll extend an olive branch. So, what are you up to with that? I'm just taking some before photos for marketing or for reference in case you break something. Don't you mean we? Michael huffs and puts his phone on the counter, turning it off. Shocking. God, you remind me of my ex. What in the world are you going on about now? Michael laughs and sits in one of the dining chairs, propping his feet up on the table. Don't make it weird. I'm just saying you're really focused on how I use my phone. Yeah, I guess. Like, there are reasons why people do it, but I try to not do it. Like, well, I guess it depends on situation. Like, if it were like some kind of like romantic date and then like the date uses a phone like all the time or something, then it's more iffy. But well, if it's basically cleaning up and you just take a couple of photos, like who cares? I'm making it weird, huh? I think anybody would be if you're using it constantly. We are co-workers now, remember? Well, first things first. These shoddy chairs and tables need a glow up. They creak. That's not a plan, and your disgusting shoes are on them. Of course they'd creak. Although part of me thinks this isn't the first time putting his feet where they shouldn't be. Isn't his first time wrong, by the way. I'm insulted you think my shoes are disgusting. I get a new pair like every week. Oh, that is like more like stereotypical lady things, but well, maybe like influencers do it too. Who knows? I stomp over, but he removes his feet before I do it for him. Oh damn. I'm not like sure like which of these guys is like more like troublesome at this point. Anyway, it's time to get to work. I sigh. Yeah, it is. I look around at the shop, unsure where to even start, as Michael so rudely pointed out. There really are a lot of things to fix. And I certainly can't help the cafe closed too long and I certainly can't keep the cafe closed too long when it's in so much debt. Hey. Michael stares past me at the menu I left on the counter. Can I see that? Huh? Oh, sure. I'm not sure why Michael looks so serious for once, but I humor him. Here, he takes the menu and hums as he looks it over. Yeah, that's what I thought. What? This is where we start and end. So you're basically just like redoing the menu then and nothing else. The menu, he smirks and I do not like it. You probably have no idea where to start, right? Oh, well, answer this. What's the most important part of running a cafe? You probably will. Well, I guess number one is like actually the quality of the stuff you offer. So I guess making the customer feel welcome too, like depends on like how drastic it is. Like if you're like super grumpy or something all the time, then like maybe people will go away before they even see the menu. But like, well, this is like, well, before the menu even. I'm not really sure, like, depends on how you look at it. Maybe like this is more important, like in general, as long as like the stuff you offer is decent, like people won't come back, at least if like the service is bad and well, it's not like a welcoming place. Well, I certainly wouldn't want to go somewhere with bad customer service. Yeah, like this place before, I guess. Making the customer feel welcome. I always make sure to greet every person who walks through those doors. Michael makes an exaggerated gagging motion. Huh. I mean, I guess that's cool or whatever, but it's completely off. Oh, come on, seriously. And what do you suppose is this so-called correct answer? Michael flips the menu to face me and starts pointing. The answer, is Michael, money. Yeah, sure, I guess. Just like rob a bank or something, right? That is the answer. That's right, the center of everything in the business world. Cool, cold, hard cash. You're a tyrant, no integrity, no dignity. Well, like, well, as sad as it is, like money, like you need money to live. So it would be nice to be able to like just do nice things without worrying about money, but well, it's not so easy. Like, especially if you're like a business owner yourself, like it's not enough to just work. Like you need to somehow, well, work and also earn money. Of course I have dignity. I have everything else. He's impossible. Now, hear me out. Contrary to failing business owner belief, money is the most important part of everything you will do here. You can't have good customer service if you can't afford your employees. Well, depends, like if it's like one person shop, but I guess running like a place like that is pretty busy. You can't make quality drinks if you can't afford to stock them. Well, that is true. And you certainly can't keep a good menu if everything else falls apart. So how is the menu then like even related? You're actually making sense? Well, you certainly could look a bit more happy about that. Just trying, sorry, can't do it. You'll get there. Anyway, the menu. If we fix up the menu to reflect what you actually want out of your cafe, we can determine your budget from there. Well, I guess it makes sense, like unless you want to make some kind of like carbon copy cafe, like then you probably want to think like the theme and the mood and what kind of like cups or whatever you want to have, and also what you want to offer. But well, it is just a cafe, like how much can there be to that? Don't worry too much about the collateral, since I'll be doing you a huge favor with my own investments. I have no idea what he's saying. Blah blah. I'm basically a AAA investment grade bond. Yeah, okay. Okay, well. But he seems excited about it. It's kind of nice. This place is a tax haven anyway, blah blah. Far more excited about this cafe than his blog anyway. Oh, that is maybe a good thing in a way. So this is good, right? Not sure what he loved. He gives me the menu back before waving me off. I'm going to check out around the cafe and see what's salvageable. You fix that thing you call a menu. Sure, I can do that while you work on that thing you call a personality. Well, I don't know, like if the main character, like the main character kind of has personality issues too. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what my friend always said. You having friends? Well, colleagues, you know how construction workers are. And now I'm concerned for completely different reasons. Huh? Anyway, chop chop. You have lots of work to do. Nah. I'm sure the word he's looking for is we. Well, could be, I guess, but well. I let Michael wander and get to work on the menu, sitting behind the front counter and occasionally cleaning up. I wish Baba was here. It's kind of hard thinking of this place without her. The memories themselves are a type of magic, enveloping me in warmth and scents that aren't here. I hope she's doing alright. Oh, Papa, please. My stomach rolls before I realized I have been going through ingredients and researching drinks for hours. I'm surprised Michael didn't complain. Where is he anyway? I look around and see no trace of him or his weird judgmental nitpicking. And when I check next to me on the counter, I see his phone is still where he left it. Wow, impressive. Maybe I'll do a quick tracing spell. The door bursts open before those dangerous thoughts get any further. Hello. Ah, what's with you and doors? Well, you know people go through doors. That's with people and doors. Hell yawns and leans back over the counter, dropping a brown bag. Grand people need grand entrances. Huh? And where have you been? Why, miss me? I didn't even bring my scooter inside this time. That's not an accomplishment. Okay, like how is it either of these a good option? Well, I guess being sarcastic is like interaction at least. Yeah, Michael, bane of my existence, I missed you. Well, that's not a really sarcasm. Oh, I mean, I can't see why you would. Ha. Careful now, if you fall in love with me so soon, I might get bored. I was being sarcastic. Well, so was I, obviously. Yeah, very obviously. Yeah, obviously. More importantly, where have you been? Eating? What? You ate without me? Yeah? What did you want me to feed you? His eyes travel over my lips, then back up, and I do not like what it does to my heart rate. Okay. Maybe if you ask nicely. He says it so sweetly that I almost miss that he's teasing me. That's not what I meant. You left without telling me, and you didn't invite me. Miguel just looks at me confused as ever before shrugging. It's not like you asked. It's just something polite people do. He frowns at that before muttering something and pushing the brown bag towards me. Or maybe the bag is food though. Fine, then have this. What is it? I gingerly unfurl the top of the bag, unleash the familiar sweet smell of baked bread and hot meats. What did you get this from, Miss Harbour? Miss what? Miss Harbour, the sandwich lady. She has a cart by the beach sometimes, but they usually sell out quickly. Huh? I guess there was a long line, but I just paid someone to move to the front. Okay. Oh, I guess you could do that. Did your followers like it? The presentation is nice too. Oh, I forgot to take a picture. Alright. Yeah, his phone. Well, anyway, I'm surprised you were interested in some place not fancy. Miguel rolls his eyes and goes to sit down in a chair. I'm just scouting the other local businesses, something all businesses should do. Well, like at least if you're local, like if you just make indie games, then like it doesn't really matter like where the competitors are. Though I guess you can scout in the internet, but can't really like physically go like all around the world to scout them. I guess, but they are my neighbors, not really my competition. Or like they can also be like competition at the same time. Well, I don't really think of like other indie developers as competition myself really. Although in a sense I guess, but not like in the rivalry kind of sense. I kind of wish that actually like there were more like a community around indie games, and I guess also like around VTubers, at least on YouTube. Like all of the community is on Twitch, I guess. It kind of sucks. Would be nice to like, well, like be social with other people doing same kind of things, but it's hard on the internet. Anyway, neighbors. Yes, like people who support this place, you know, friendly. Sounds ridiculous. Just eat that other sandwich before it gets cold. Well, thank you. Mihail smiles smugly at that, but I elect to let it go on account of the free food. If you really want to thank me, get me my usual. Oh, I guess not. No, like because the guy got addicted to the magic coffee. Now the guy is like addicted, and it's like kind of a messy relationship, but well, I guess that works. You have a usual now. What? You can't? You know, the latte. Normally, I assume he's mocking me, but he looks genuinely upset. Haha. What? Why are you laughing? Maybe it's petty, but I smile smugly in return. Before I know it, dark shadows are creeping like webs under tables and over the walls. Hannibal purrs contentedly in her sleep nearby. Cute. I stretch and yawn, looking over at Mihail, who scribbles in the margins of my grandma's ledger, calculates things on his phone. Yeah, like surprisingly many choices. But I didn't think I can like do them all, but I guess it is, well. Like whoever is interested, like there is a lot of choices, so give them a try, I guess. I can't really give them all a try that easily. Well, I guess this is kind of friendlier. Hey, we should call it a day here. Mihail. Oh, what time is it? Late? Aren't you tired? I guess. He can hardly keep his eyes open. You can finish in the morning. Oh, I'm done. I was just triple checking. Triple? Well, like making sure that numbers work in the accounting, like it is a good thing, but I don't know if triple checking is exactly necessary. In any case, you should go before it gets too dark. Are you staying nearby? Michael? Haha. I'm awake. Good work today. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh yes, see you. I close up shop fairly quickly without any customers and renovations. All I need to do is check the locks. I decide to let Hannibal sleep in and resign myself to the lullabies of a gentle night in Linsdale. It's funny, that night I dream of the spice of Baba's perfumes and the sweetness of her magic when it hits your tongue in a hot latte. But not Baba. No way. You can't be serious. No way. You can't be serious. After yesterday's head start, I thought for sure Michael and I were starting to see eye to eye. But Michael refuses to touch a mop or broom, let alone a hammer or floor scraper. How are we supposed to remodel if you're not helping? I am helping. I'm telling you what to do. Oh, that's where he's helping. That's completely useless. It's not. For example, throw out those certain curtains. Curtains, I'm not sure. Oh. I gasp in shock. We are not throwing out Baba's curtains. Oh, please. It's better off in an incinerator. Ow. Hannibal. Get that thing away from me. Her name is Hannibal. She doesn't like the way you're raising your voice. But... Ow. Come here, Hannibal. Come here, darling. Good kitty. I wasn't even loud. It's not just the volume, it's how you speak to people. What do you mean? How does he not know? Has no one ever told him how he comes off? Or like maybe he's like your typical YouTuber who thinks that like being loud is everything. Well, probably not the typical YouTuber, the typical like famous YouTuber. Like you need to yell a lot to get the point across. So many choices. Well, I guess like the developers really like this guy. That's not a bad thing, I guess. Well, let's sugarcoat it because this is a cafe after all. Doesn't hurt to use an extra spoon or two of sugar. It's just, you know, your words are a bit unpleasant sometimes. Huh? They need to be lighter, you know? No, I don't know how many grams my words are. Words are just words. Oh great, that's kind of a bad attitude. Like next thing the guy is going to say is that words are just words, like they don't hurt people. But words are also... Although I guess pencil is sharper than a sword, but But words also kind of. But words matter. They make you feel things. Sounds like a personal issue. I'm not sure if he gets it, but at least he's thinking about it. I'm ready to give up on him before Mihail gives an exaggerated sigh and scratches his head. So how do I come off to you then? Arrogant. I'm just confident. Oh, I don't know about that. Though I guess you can be both too. Bossy. I have goals. Argumentative. Well, it's not like I'm going to let people be wrong. Well, I am kind of guilty of this, but I do give up if I figure out that like nothing is going to change the thing, which is more often than not the case, sadly. And annoying. What? I'm not annoying, you're just obsessed with me. And here we go, circling back to arrogant. I sigh, my shoulders droop. The reality of the situation creeps up on me. And unhelpful, we are never going to get anything done if you don't want to get your hands dirty. Well, the guy has money, so he could like pay like a cleanup crew or something. I didn't sign up for that. Actually, I think I can use this. But if you're that weak, just say so. I get it. But I'm not sold on this approach either. Mihail seems to go through 7 stages of grief from my single statement. You! I'll have you know, I used to be a star athlete in business school. How like much does it take to be a star athlete in a business school? Do they like run as fast as they run like social media companies to ground or whatever? I try to look as unimpressed as possible, nodding sympathetically. Right, of course. You don't believe me? I shrug and look away. It's not like I wouldn't believe, but the question is more like, is that actually like is the bar actually just so low that anybody can be fast there? Well, in reality it would depend on the school, I guess. I suppose every school has some sort of star. Okay, fine, I'll help. Really? Are you sure? Yes, whatever. Let's get this over with. Oh, like the Japanese word for this is choroi. I wonder like what is the English word like? Well, maybe is or something. Not quite, like I'm sure there is more descriptive word, but well. Malleable? Nah, I don't know. It is kind of a tricky word. Oh well. But I'm not touching any bugs. or cobwebs or dust actually. When you just use the equipment, then you don't have to. You can use the vacuum cleaner or something. Then you don't need to touch anything but the vacuum cleaner. If I didn't know it would backfire me, I would do a victory dance right in front of his face. Deal. Although the work for remodeling the cafe is as grueling as our arguments. You're going to have to give up on restocking whatever this cold chai thing is. What? No way. That's central to one of our specialties. A specialty that usually puts you in the negative mood too much. Negative mood because too much of it gets thrown out. The shelf life is horrid. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, but maybe you can come up with something better. That's what you said about the last drink. Be honest with me, that's all I ever care about. Aha. What's he being so dramatic for? Do you even like your cold drinks? What? Of course I do. Which ones? The lemonade? Oh, that's lemonade. Okay, fine. I like the cold drinks, but I prefer mine hot, so at least pretend to like them. When you're ordering ingredients, half of them are subpar. They may as well not be on the menu. Learn to compromise for the customer. Gah. And although it's for the good of the cafe, I struggle to remove old flooring and curtains. It's like I'm tearing down the memories themselves, casting them aside for the future I'm increasingly uncertain of. Yeah, sometimes that is necessary, I guess. The more hours we spend tearing it up, the less familiar and comforting it is. I can feel Baba's magic leaking out, replaced with a cold emptiness. Hey. Michael sets down his mop and leans against the wall, one hand rubbing over a knee. Is he hurt? Also, let's go eat. I blink at him, unsure what he means. It's almost as if... Are you inviting me to go eat? Oh, I guess. You said it was the polite thing to do. I'm like super polite. Besides, you know this place better than I do. I'm sure you have suggestions about what to eat. I can't help but smile at him. I didn't know he would take my advice so seriously. He's pretty earnest with when he wants to be. What about I take you somewhere tomorrow? Your knee hurts, right? I'll get us food this time and bring it back. His hand quickly retreats from where it's been massaging his knee. I'm fine, I was just stretching. You don't really stretch a knee, right? Huh? It's okay if it hurts really. Do you want me to take a look at it? No, I don't. Just drop it. Ooh, touchy subject. Okay. Let's go to the beach again. There's a burrito cart if Miss Harbour isn't there. Sure. I decide to let Mihail's strange behavior go. It's none of my business. I order for both of us from Mr. Henley's burrito stand, enjoying the fresh smell of avocado. He smiles as he hands me one bag with both burritos securely wrapped, giving me a friendly nod. It's nice being recognized by the residents of Linsdale, and sure makes me feel more at home, even without Baba around. But before I can open my wallet, Mihail moves in front of me. Here. Oh my, I can't possibly take this much money. Wow, this is just like when we ordered all those drinks at Coffee Curiosities. It's all I have, just take it. But sir, if you feel guilty, then donate it somewhere or give out some free burritos. Haha, if you insist, thank you. Well, again, give like this to you guys like a dozen burritos or something. I'll see you around, Bar Shaggy. It's good to have you back. I'm looking forward to the reopening. Yes, thank you. Mihail starts off from the stand as if he didn't just drop off an obscene amount of money, and I hurry after him. Sometimes I forget how rich this guy is, but then he drops it in my face like a brick. Or maybe a sports car. Mihail is the first to sit, wincing as he goes down. Smells weird. Don't tell me you have never had a burrito. I'm not actually sure if I have had one. Probably not. But I kind of think I know what it is. Mihail smirks, leaning over dangerously close to my face before plucking the bag of food from my hand. Hey, don't be silly. You say I'm judgmental. Yeah, you're right. Huh. That was nice of you with the extra tip thing. Yeah, and he has also like a nice move to offer to pay, I guess. Oh, no. No. And here I thought he'd jump at the opportunity to be called nice. Hale doesn't elaborate, taking out his burrito before handing me back the bag. He inspects it curiously, turning it over and taking out his phone and snapping a couple of pictures of the packaging. He opens it next, taking more photos of the burritos inside, then puts his phone away. Well, probably this one, but let's save just in case. What do you think? It's simple, but the color scheme suits the beats, and the wrapping seems to be eco-friendly. You can tell just from looking at it. Of course not. I touched it too. Ha, you laughed. So, nothing, haha. But you know, I think I get what you mean now about the neighbors thing. Oh, it's kind of nice to see businesses want to support each other. Yeah, like that. That's what I meant with the community thing as well. Not that much in the business sense. Like you can hardly call like your average small YouTuber like a business because it's going to take like 15 years to actually own anything. Maybe like indie games is closer, but he is also like kind of a rough one. But still, like having some kind of community is nice. I mean, plenty do for mutual beneficial relationships, but it's different here. Like it goes beyond that, I guess. Beyond the profit. Like they care as fellow people. Yes, exactly. That's another reason I love Linsdale so much. Oh, but everybody still hates the cafe and the owner. It's okay. Just okay. Yes, only okay. I have been to better. Of course you have, rich boy. You know, money is nice, but it's not everything. Rich people aren't allowed to say that. I'm just saying that all the money in the world can't fix everything. Well, all the money in the world could fix quite a lot though, to be honest. But it can fix a lot. So when you have a lot and you give some away, it doesn't mean anything. It has better uses outside your wallet. Otherwise, what's the point? So someone like me giving money away, it doesn't deserve praise. Well, I guess, but then again, like because there are like all these millionaires or whatever who give like pennies out in comparison to how much they have like, oh, in that light, like, oh, giving away something is still good, I guess. Not sure about praise, but still not something worth scoffing at either. That's a level of self-awareness I never expected from Michal. Yep, couldn't be like some kind of like social media owner or something. Instead, but well, would probably be like not so great dating visual novel then. Well, I'll take this instead. I just wish I knew why he looked so sad about it. Even so, it was your choice and I liked it. He starts eating his burrito without further comment, staring up at the sky. But it's so peaceful that I find myself staring up too. I wonder like what the things like up there are. No idea. Well, we fall into rhythm back at the shop, tackling everything with renewed vigor as the days and nights pass. Miel rolls up his sleeves as he sweats around the cafe. And maybe he actually was an athlete because those muscles aren't from nowhere. Ah, yeah, could be leaves, I guess. Just had like, well, only the leaves showing, not a whole lot of the tree, maybe. Not that I have been looking or anything. But I do wish that I could just use my magic to help speed things up. Miel stops after the nurse is near, although he thinks he's hiding it well by pretending to check his phone. Hey, careful. Miel rushes to my side to block a nail gun away from on top of the pile of floorboards I was carrying. Oops, I didn't even notice. Cheers. Ah, thanks for that. Miel helps me put down my load and wipes sweat from his forehead, fanning himself for a moment. I think you should take a break. Huh? I can't keep going. I just made a mistake, is all. It's not only physical fatigue, it's mental. Just take a break. I can't finish the floorboards. No way. You're the one who needs a break with your... my what? Is he really going to pretend he's not being hypocritical? Your knee injury. It's not a big deal. I may not look it, but I'm a strong guy. I know when to stop. I don't know like how the strong guy bit really matters, like more like, I don't know, like reasonable guy would be closer to it. Like strong guy actually sounds more like you wouldn't know where to stop. Besides, Mihail's phone hums to life and he sighs, mumbling something before picking up the phone call and turning away. Hello, father. Yes, I know. A few more weeks, I know. Yes, sir. I understand. I won't let you down. His phone beeps as he hangs up. Oh, pretty sure this is like a better one. He looks a bit stressed about the phone call. Is everything alright? Well, I guess not. Mihail? Oh yeah, of course. You sure do care about other people. Am I not supposed to? I didn't say it was a terrible thing. Mihail steps closer, inspecting my increasingly confused face. Can I help you? Doubtful. You sure belong in the service industry. What is that supposed to mean? Your face, your mannerism. You wouldn't survive in business. You belong here. Thanks. Mihail hums before tilting my chin up towards him. Even through the sweat, he smells like pumpkin spice and those caramel lattes he loves so much. And the magic I often add. Weird. personal space. Oh, sorry. Midway through removing the last of the old flooring, Michael suggests repainting the place too. The work is grueling and he complains about everything, but it's not terrible. I groan as I practically collapse on the bed immediately after coming home. I'm so tired. I don't know if I can keep this up. We are the only employees, so the work is slow. I don't know why Michael doesn't just hire people. But I guess I wouldn't really like that either. I wonder what Michael thinks of magic. I wish I didn't have to hide it. I dream of a murder of friendly crows that night and tiny golden pebbles they keep putting in my palm. It's like murder, like basically like the number thingy of crows then. You know, like a flock of birds or stuff like that. But that is kind of like well, a little distressing kind of saying. Well, English is weird, I guess. The cat of yours stepped in something. I put down the paint roller and look over to see Michal covering away from Hannibal, who swishes her tail at his feet. The trail of brownish paw prints behind her is also easy to spot. Gah, Hannibal, what are you doing over there? Meow. Well, if he doesn't notice any magic being used, then it should be fine. I make a quick enchantment on the paint roller. It's now as light as air, no matter how much paint I put on it. Yeah, in English it's really weird like that. That is probably like by far the weirdest like number for a crowd of animals. There were others too, but none of them brings into mind right now. Oh, I guess just making the painting lighter, like, well, at least it makes painting easier. It's the little things. Come here, Hannibal. Let's see your paws. She ignores my request for a moment, still staring up at Michal before whipping her head towards me. Michal flinches, and I try my best to not laugh. I inspect Hannibal's paws and smell the faint scent of sage. Bad girl, you know you shouldn't be in the supply closet. What is like sage? Like surely it's not something like, you know, like kind of like an oracle, or not maybe like an oracle, but about the theme. Like some kind of important person. Surely it's something different. But never seen use it for something different. I don't even want to check the damage. Hey Michal, No way. But I didn't see anything yet. I'm not checking the supply closet. You go check. Fine. Here you keep painting then. Uh-oh. It's a mistake. I forgot I enchanted the roller. What was supposed to be a kind hand of turns into a wet object furled into Michael's face. Ah. ... That was an accident. Let me just... Ga? What was the point in throwing it back? Sorry, accident. You... I admit that it's a horrible decision, but it doesn't stop me from grabbing the paint bucket. Ha! Your aim is atrocious. Get back here. Not in our contract. Ah, Michael. Unfortunately for you, my aim is good. I'll be taking this out of our budget. We don't get much done that night and lose a lot of paint. Well, but it feels worth it somehow. Yeah, like imagine like tossing paint at people like in your own shop and like paint like splattering everywhere, and then you go to bed and be like, yeah, that was worth it. I yawned deeply as I entered the cafe. Hello, Cafe Curiosities. It's looking more and more like a real restaurant. I peek at the door to check that Michael isn't here yet before casting a small spell. The mop works itself at the floor, and I hum as I start making Michael's favorite latte. The usual hum, and with a sprinkle of magic, it's finished just how he likes. I throw a dollop of whipped cream on mine and mouth at it before the door chimes. I cut the cleaning spell off with a whip of my finger, and the mop leans against the table. Ma! He massages his neck as he approaches the counter, looking over the mug, waiting for him before taking it and sipping while he speaks. Thanks. What's up with you? Not sleep well? No, these ugly Linsdale hotel beds are so weird. Haha, is that really all? The pillows are smaller than you're used to. I don't like sleeping in places I don't feel safe. I feel like I'll be axed or poisoned, and the room is so dark at night. But that is well. I hope that's not influencer things, but then again I guess like that is one of the benefits of being a VTuber. But like seriously axed or poisoned, I hope that's not a thing. Oh, well, how about asking the staff for a nightlight or something? As soon as I say it, I realize how ridiculous it sounds. A nightlight, really? Sure. Wait, huh? I'll ask. I'm a guest. They have to accommodate me. Maybe I'll ask for better pillows or a new room too. Oh, I guess like Like the staff needs to do something. Like if the customers ask nothing, they just like sit in the coffee room or something the whole day? Like, yeah, maybe there is cleaning up too, but well, good as well if you're paying for it. Within reason. I'd certainly be way too embarrassed to ever do something like that. I kind of like that you go for what you want, it's honest. That's just how I was raised. But still, there's something brave about it. ... I'm not brave at all. If I was brave, I wouldn't do half the things I do. Like what? He looks at me for a moment before smirking and leaning his arms over the counter. And what's got you so curious, huh? Falling for me, eh? Yeah, straight over a cliff. I have been skydiving, mountain climbing, and rock climbing. I could do like none of those. Maybe like rock climbing, like if it's like some really tiny wall, like man-made wall kind of a thing. Skydiving is like 100% no. Same for mountain climbing, I guess. That depends on the mountain, I guess. Like if it's not super steep, then it might be doable. And yet you still can't manage to take a hike. He pouts and grabs his mug, dusting it off from the newly installed counter. If only your read was for cafe management and not for comebacks. Or you could make like a comeback cafe or something. Not sure how it would work, but surely would be new. Ouch. Also, is there a hidden section in here? I almost spit out the coffee that's not even in my mouth. I yawn as I enter Cafe Curiosities, ready to call out to Hannibal until I see Michael has already started. Except he is behind the counter, and he's not alone. Where's Shaggy? Her smiling face as she sits on the counter is as much of a distraction as Michael in an apron, mixing something that makes the warm skin of cinnamon float around the shop. But oh, it is welcome. Kiana, it's nice to see you. What are you doing here so early? I wanted to check up on you, but it seems you two are doing just fine. I didn't know Michael was learning drinks too. Me neither. I'm right here. No, not really. I just figured if we had a guest, I should give them something. That's what you said was important before, right? You remembered, yes? Kiana takes a sip of her drink. It's missing something. I'm not surprised. You tried to write on a napkin the names of the ingredients I'm supposed to use, and it was the worst handwriting I have ever seen. Those were drawings. Be nice, right nice. As Michael goes through his internal crisis, Kiana shoots me a secret smile and I get the message loud and clear. Let's with Miguel. Can you check the door? Sure. He heads off to the door while I stealthily add a pinch of magic to Kiana's cup. Haha, thank you. It's not awful though, for a total newbie. He must have been watching you. There was nothing wrong with the door. What are you two whispering about? I get to work making cafes for Michael, and I asked the unexpected conversation continues on. Whispers, your customs are not welcome. She means accusations. Yes, accusations. Whatever, scoot over. Michael hops up on the counter next to Kiana and starts thumping through his phone. Whatever happened to that car of yours? Did you get it fixed? No. He's been using a scooter. Scooter? That sounds fun. Only if you go really fast. I'm scared to ask. Relax, I never do anything illegal. If I want to go fast, I just buy out the street or change the speeding laws. Well, that is drastic. That sounds... Don't bother. Michael lives in a different world than us. I hand Michael his mug while I finish up mine with a healthy dollop of whipped cream, taking a long sip after. Just right. I'd say I'm pretty well adjusted. He reaches over and swipes a finger on my parted lips. Michael brings the whipped cream finger to his mouth and sucks it off. Yeah. Can you add some whipped cream to mine too? I'm feeling a bit dry. I'll stop by again later. Before I can stop her or explain myself, Kian is rushing out of the cafe, clumsily knocking into wood on the way out. What's her problem? I think she got the wrong idea. Unless... The wrong idea of what? He's helpless. The way you were touching me. The cream thing? You count that as touching? Yes, I do. Michael loves and slides himself all the way around the counter until his legs are dangling toward me. He holds up his cup and I reluctantly top it off with whipped cream. If you get flustered over something like that, you'd probably explode if I actually touched you. Oh, please. Somehow you don't strike me as the affectionate type. I think you don't know much about me at all. Well, like, I guess both work. But like, well, there's probably like like the you know, you don't need to be like all sci or everything about everything. Maybe. I know this must be some sort of bait, but it's not like I don't want to understand him better. Okay, then tell me more. What, really? You are the one who offered. No. No. Tell me more about the shop or that Baba person. Really? He shrugs and takes a sip of his coffee. Maybe it will help me envision the final product better. Well, my Baba is an eccentric person. This is hard to explain without mentioning she's a witch. A totally selfish witch who ditched the shop for witchy activities. Anything else? Hazard. Although I did spend all my summers under her care, most of my favorite memories are with her. What's there to do in a small town? Everything. Maybe I'll show you sometime. Yeah, maybe. I'd allow it. The conversation trails off, but I don't really like how it ended. Maybe I really do want to know more. Not that I'm willing to admit it. So whipped cream, huh? Pretty good. You never asked for any before. Yikes, that was awful. Not sure if it was that awful, depends on the tone, I guess. If Mihail thinks it was awful, he doesn't seem to mind. He takes a sip of his coffee and looks me over. I used to like whipped cream on everything. I guess I kind of forgot over time it was an option. Oh really? Do you have a sweet tooth? Well, I definitely do. That's why hot chocolate instead of coffee. No, but... He hesitates and decides to take another sip of coffee instead of answering, cream smearing over his nose. Haha! I decide to pay back his favor, reach up, point the finger stealing the cream. Except he grabs my hand, stopping me before I can pull away. I just said I like whipped cream. You're trying to steal from me. You're the one who stole from me first. Ever heard of slander or libel? Of course I... Hell takes the tip of my finger in his mouth, the heat of his tongue running up and stealing the cream right back. What? He pops my finger out and lets me go, tongue tasting his lips. Told me what? That you'd explode. Ooh. No, I was just surprised. You wear your emotions on your sleeve. Yes, my surprise on my sleeve. Who eats food of people? Oh, I'm sure there are people who do that, like... There is a Japanese word for that too, like Nyotai Mori or something like that. Haha, it's not like you're a stranger. The colleagues did try to poison me once. Ha! How can he say that so casually? Relax, I didn't drink it. Someone else did. Oh my goodness, were they okay? Probably. Michael? What? I don't see the big deal. It's not like I was the one poisoned. Dot dot. Haha, people would pay money to see your expressions. You would know, huh? I certainly would. Very funny. Michael produces his wallet and takes out the golden coin, spinning it in the air before catching it. Tell you what, I'll pay you to smile the rest of the day. I can't tell if you're daring me or just being an asshole. He paused to consider it. Jerk. I thought about it from your perspective. Uh-huh. I guess you think I'm rubbing in my wealth. Brilliant, yes. Okay, well, I'm being serious. Agree to smile the rest of the day and it's yours. You can't just buy something like that. Sure you can. Are you saying it's not worth it? That's not what I meant. I just mean it's hard to control something like that. Well, I'm sure like people who work like customer jobs kind of will learn to control it. But you smile around that caca whoever person is easily. Kiana, and well, she's not a major fob. Michael pouts and spins the coin in the air again like a scolded child. I don't even know where to start with him. Then what makes you smile the most? Magic, but I can't tell him that. Well, surely you want to be honest here, because why not? Why not? You can always be like, oh, it was just a joke unless. I'll just be as honest as I can. So, well, is that honest then? It's kind of a secret. I can't tell you. Can't or won't. Can't, it's private. What? It's dirty? No. Just kidding, it's fine. I guess we all have our secrets. In any case, let's get to work. Right. He drains the rest of his drink and hops off the counter, immediately groaning. Whoa, are you okay? He holds a shaky hand over his knee for a moment before straightening up. Yes, I'm fine. Let's start. There's no way he's okay. This has gone on long enough. Michael. What? Be honest with me. You have a knee injury. You don't have to hide it. I'm only saying this because I want to help you. Please. I don't want to see you in pain. I don't want you to be in pain. It's just an old sports injury. I don't like talking about it because it's embarrassing. I can't have anyone pitying me or thinking less of me. I can't be weak. But no one worth anything would do that. Well, it turns out my father is pretty worthless. Oh, I didn't mean to. It's okay. I know. I know you're not that kind of person. This feels weird. Mihail opens up to me in the strangest of ways. He's like a wild rose with thorns growing in unexpected places. Hannibal. She appears from nowhere, slipping from the magic room to trot over and jump on the counter and then onto my shoulder, curling around my neck. Can you keep Mihail company while I mix something to help his pain? She doesn't look amused, but neither does Mihail. I think I'll be fine. It's okay, she doesn't hate you anymore. Hannibal purrs and slips off my shoulder and onto Mihail, who tenses up. Just be nice to her, it will be okay. I leave them behind the counter and wait for Hannibal to fully distract him, tail smacking against his face before slipping away to the magic room. I haven't been able to come here often with Mihail around, but standing amongst the smell of mugwort, cigars, and birchwood is a welcome change from the dust and paint. Oh, Baba. I happily hum as I gather ingredients for Baba's homemade rejuvenation recipe. I pluck raven's root from atop the shelf, crushing it gently in my palm while I rotate my freehand wrist to cast a small dancing spell. The room comes alive, the jars full of various colors don't move, but the ingredients inside them do. The ones I need are eager to hop out and twirl themselves on the table. Enchanted salt, crystal honey, half of a mermaid scale, but that is easy to get, I guess. I have a mug usually reserved for magic customers. I drop the crushed raven's root inside. Oh, it was root though. Come on, darlings, let's all dance together. The ingredients can't sing, but I can still feel their cheer as they hop into the waiting cup and mix themselves. Well, I guess this is an atelier game now. Kind of, I guess, like the same feel in terms of the lore with the ingredients. I still think Baba used the dancing spell for kid entertainment, but it's important to me. With a swish of my hand, I add the final ingredient, another pinch of magic, a well-wish for Mihail's health. Now, all I need is hot water. I peek outside the hidden room to see Mihail has his back turned with Hannibal still around him. Haha. Maybe I'll sneak up on him. Careful to avoid the hazards of the new floor, I tiptoe towards Mihail with the mug in hand. My mom used to like cats, but I don't see the appeal. Not that I was allowed to have any after she passed. He's talking to Hannibal. You're taking this renovation rather well. Isn't it weird for your home to be changed? Well, like, I don't know, like maybe cats like it in a way too. Like it's kind of like you give them like a new cat tree and then they'll be excited about it. Maybe. Or maybe they just ignore it. Who knows? They are cats. Oops. I don't want him to think I'm eavesdropping. I yawn loudly and throw up to the counter. Enchanted mug in hand. Michael eyes it suspiciously, but I thrust it into his hand before turning to the electric water boiler. What's in here exactly? Is it on the menu? Family secret, sorry. How much do you know? Everything you have ever owned and will ever own. Better be worth it. Oh shush. Now here, be still. You don't need to stir this, so just sip. He holds out the mug barely as I carefully pour the hot water inside the cup. Careful. Sure smells weird. Good, right? He blows at it, and I can't help but grin and stare, excited for him to have a taste of one of my favorite potions. Michael takes a large sip from the cup. He continues taking sips, face crunching, then relaxing, and then repeating. It tastes different each time I take a sip. Are you sure I shouldn't be mixing it? Haha, even if you do that, that part won't change. And whatever's in here won't stop swirling, like it's dancing. Is that why you said not to mix it? Yup, you'll interrupt their dance. That's ridiculous. The way he watches the dance in the cup reminds me of when I was a kid, seeing it for the first time. I really can't do without magic after all, can I? Michael has good ideas and even better compromises. Soon enough, it's even fun again. Baba would love what we are doing with the place. Before I know it, 2 weeks have passed, and the thing that infuriates me about Michael becomes less and less. I'm not sure if I'm the one changing or if it's him. Oh damn, it's already dark outside. I didn't even notice. I readjust the new curtains before peering over the shop. Everything is really coming together. I can hardly believe it. Is it just like me, or is this guy's route actually way longer than the mermaids? And is it like, well, they put like way more effort into this? Not like the mermaid's route was bad, but like I can kind of sense like more passion in how this one is made. The new floors and wall repaint look beautiful. I hate to admit that Michael was right about them. Even the new menu still keeps its sense of coziness that I know everyone will love. It's perfect. We should probably go home now, huh? Part of me doesn't want to. This shop, my shop, is starting to feel like a second home again. We don't have to. What? We have been working non-stop. We don't have to go home yet, but we should at least sit and rest. And here I thought you'd say that's inefficient. I won't believe you for it. So business guy Michael is offering up free labor. It won't be free. It costs 1 latte. Ha, sure thing. Although, since this isn't work, you can call me Misha. Misha? If you want, just you though, in private. Haha, okay, I get it, Misha. Well, the name kind of throws me off because I have read like a manga where there was a female character named Misha, but oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that there are like several Finnish names that are like, well, pronounced the same, written the same as Japanese names, but are different gender. Like that's language things, I guess. I quickly make his drink, but I'm feeling nice and add extra whipped cream on it, on top. Here you go. Hannibal has decided to creep onto Michael's lap and take a nap there. I guess she's warmed up to you, Ah, oh, I see. Yeah, I actually recall somebody like saying when I like talked about the character like on IRC or something that it is like a Russian guy's name, so I guess it makes sense. Not sure like whether my pronunciation of the Michael version is all wrong or something, but well, wouldn't be the first time. She still kind of freaks me out though. Feels like she's staring at me sometimes, like she's thinking. She probably is. She's a smart cat. Oh, smarter than an average cat, I guess. But this route definitely has way more choices than the other one. Well, let's go for this one, I guess. I wonder if he likes cats based on what he said before. So, what are you thinking about? That pets are such an obvious money sink, but yeah, I guess it's worth it. Otherwise the industry wouldn't be booming like this. Haha, not everything has to turn a profit. People just like cats. Yep, I like cats. It's certainly turning a profit for someone, just not pet owners. Yeah, like it is like a different kind of profit. So what do you think? You think Hannibal's worth it? Hannibal is soft. I bet she'd make a great therapy animal. close enough. Haha. You know, I thought about what you said. I like how honest you are with me too. Oh, wow, thank. Not that there's much wrong with me to comment on, but it still gets annoying when people aren't upfront. Ha, 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 ha. Are you going to tell me why you're laughing? Ha. No, it's just, you know what? Or maybe like... Well, probably not, but well, could be that the guy is also like one of these rich guys. You know, you're like... Well, I guess not. See. Cucumber. Whatever. I'm going home. Good night. Da, 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 da. Well then, I never figured out what Michael was saying before he ran off, but it's fine. Yeah, it was like cucumber or what else could it be, like copper nickel? I don't know about that one. Cupboard. I go to bed that night dreaming of cats and whipped cream. I'm truthful, huh? I bet he says that because he doesn't know just how scared I am. You're getting better at making drinks. You have a real talent for it. Hell stops sipping at his latte and glances over at me. But probably though, like the guy isn't one of the rich people, because surely he could tell that the cafe is spiced up. A talent. Yes, you'd really be an excellent mixer here. You'd want me to stay. Oh, I guess you wouldn't, huh? This is just a small town project for you. That's not what I asked. ... Yes, I would. I'd love if you stayed full-time actually. I think you'd fit in here as odd as it would be. In any case, the offer is open, Misha. It's not like I hate this. The problem is my father. I'm supposed to inherit the company. Wait, inherit the whole company? You could even say it's the reason I was born. Or like you could inherit it and then immediately sell it. Like nothing stopping you from doing that, I guess. I'd be good at it. I know everything already. But do you want to? ... Haha, you got me. I really don't. Misha. Thank you. I should be honest too. What is it? This is going to be a little hard, but if he really wants to work here, he's going to have to know about some of our customers and me. I trust him. it will be a-okay. I take a deep breath and open my palm toward him. You were right to be suspicious of this place. There is a hidden room. What? Where? I beckon him forward and put my hand over his eyes. You can't see it because it's magic. My hand flashes a pink light and I throw it away, watching Mihail blink before his eyes widen. What is this? The menus are glowing and there's a door over there. Magic. You have been using magic this whole time. I'm sure you can understand why I hid it from you. There's a hidden menu and a hidden room for magic using guests. A whole hidden menu too. Yes, I add a pinch of magic to some of the drinks. So that is why. Why what? That's why that latte tasted like that. Like my mother's magic. You poisoned me, enchanted me. Huh, Mihail? No, it's not like that. It's like any other ingredient. Everything's been weird ever since I came in here. Now I know why. I can't believe you think I'm doing something evil just because of magic. You're a witch. So much for being logical. I don't know what I expected from a fop. Yeah, well, I don't either. The only reason I'm here is because I needed to show my father I can do things on my own. As if I actually cared about. He left. Wow. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. You're probably not laughing matter so much. Mihail doesn't return for the rest of the day. And I don't know if he's coming back at all. But maybe it is for the best. Because that really hurt. I didn't think he'd react like that. I thought he understood me. Baba was right. It's been almost a whole day since Mihail ran away. And yet, I keep checking that door. I guess I haven't given up on him yet. Meow. Yes, I know what you want. A snack, huh? Let's find something for you. Hannibal follows me inside the secret section as I make her favorite magic snack of floating catnip pretzels. I'm sorry if it tastes bad. My heart isn't in it, so the magic might be off. Yeah. Hannibal accepts my disclaimer as I cast a spell on the jar of catnip. Instead of dancing, it floats and changes shape to become stringy enough for me to fold in various shapes. What was I supposed to add here? Gah. Oh. Mihail? How did you get in here? I memorized the entrance from before when I could see it. And I read about entering hidden places with no barrier. Read. Michael gets off the floor and dusts himself off. Well, maybe he's like the kind of guy who needs to like Google everything before he can like do that kind of things, or otherwise he gets anxious. Wouldn't be the first person. He peers around the shop before he eyes land on Hannibal, who is swatting at the floating catnip. Real magic. Yes, my magic. Why are you here? I wanted to apologize. Or like who would say that? Like this is basically like saying like scram. You're really here to apologize? I am. Thank you, that means a lot to me. The things I said, I didn't mean them. You know, I'm not used to apologizing. Ha, I bet. I don't mind apologizing if I'm wrong though. And I was wrong. And I'm sorry. Thank you. Michael walks over to me and calmly sits down. Show me more, please. Magic. Yes. If I'm going to seriously consider staying here with you, I want to know more about the shop, about magic, about you. I'd love to. You know, a couple days is work and we'll be able to open for real. I'm a fast learner, probably the best you're going to meet. So obnoxious, Misha. Can't you just consider it charming? I certainly don't want to feed your ego. Why not? Why not? Michael pauses and directs his attention to the floating catnip. Show me. Please. The grin and fluttering in my heart doesn't stop as I mold the pretzel for Hannibal. And I think she'll be thrilled to taste the best one I have ever made. You're good at this. Haha. You can't tell. You're a total newbie. I can. I'm a genius. You're good at this, you look. I glance over at Michael, staring directly at me instead of my hands. Look. Beautiful Warshaki. I nearly lose my concentration, but Hannibal swipes the pretzel before it hits the floor. Haha. Why are you teasing me? I was trying to focus. I'm not teasing you. He scoots closer and cups the underside of my open palms. More. I don't know why he looks at me so intensely, but I don't hate it. Well, there's a lot more than making catnip to cram into a couple days. Yeah. Yes, the drinks. And sometimes the cheesecake. Yeah. And the cleaning. Warshagi, these new chairs are so comfortable. Everything looks amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. This coffee was already delicious, But you have really outdone yourself with the new presentation. It's so cute. I love the swirls. I'm so glad you like it. Dear, another one of these cheesecakes, please. I'll add it to your tab. One moment. Take your time. I rush around the bustling cafe, completely overwhelmed with both the praise and never-ending orders. If only Baba could see me now. It's hard to believe it's all even happening. Is this success? Am I happy? Warshagi. Kiana. What? What's wrong? You came. I'm just so happy to see you here. She giggles and awkwardly embraces me, squeezing me once before letting go. There's no free tables, but I don't mind waiting. Everything looks so bountiful. Yes, beautiful. The bountiful kind of works though. It is a little different, but well. But where's Michael? Is he in the back? He said he'll be late because he had something important to do. But it's your opening day. That's too cruel. It's okay. He'll come back. I trust him. She pouts, but I squeeze her hand and flash her my best reassuring smile. Here, it's okay that there are no free tables. I quickly lead her to a free seat among a table or two, giving them a wave. Hey you two, you don't mind if my friend joins you for a bit, do you? Of course not. You sit right next to me, young lady. We are learning Mahjong. Oh, that is a fun game. Is that like a ping pong? No, not exactly. Not at all, actually. More like, well, I guess like a card game is kind of like the closest analogy, but it is more complex. They laugh at that as Mr. Henley pats the seat next to him. Kiana dutifully sits. So first things first, my new friend, what do you think ping pong is? Well, I guess like Mahjong is only like half a ping pong, like it has pawn but it doesn't have the ping. All sorts of magic buzz around coffee curiosities as I get back to work preparing drinks, snacks and cleaning up spills. It's the magic of work, of laughter, of togetherness in Linsdale with hot coffee on the tongue. And nothing could make me happier in this moment, maybe except hello coffee curiosities. Laughter and gleeful talk dies to a murmur as heads turn toward the entrance, including mine. Michael, I'm about to call out to him, maybe tease him for copying my habit of greeting in the shop, before he turns his head toward me and winks. Michael spins back toward the entrance and dramatically blows at the waist, holding out his hand for the guest behind him. Baba, I'm not a fragile doll, you know. Of course not. Maybe a fragile action figure. Huh. That's more like it. Michael leads Baba inside to the excited cheering of all the patrons. But I don't know about that, like didn't they all hate her? It's not what I expected at all. All the anxiety I felt melts away as I nearly ran over to embrace her. Baba! She hugs me back, squeezing me with a hearty love before pulling away and slapping my shoulders. Look what you have done to the place. Do you? I love it. Relief fills my lungs as Baba takes in the sights around us, her grin getting wider and wider. Hannibal scurries up her legs and wraps around her shoulders, her purrs loud and rumbling. I missed you too. Hey old bag. Michael? Don't you have anything to say to her? She pinches her cheek and Michael groans, ripping his face away to rub. Yeah, I'm sorry, Barashagia, and I'm happy for you. Your cafe is wonderful. Baba, you two can get boring later. Come on, Barashagia. Huh. Michael flashes a smile and reaches his arms around my waist. Oh, hey, what do you think you're doing? Relax. His lips stop a breath away from mine before I realize he's simply untying my apron. Or apron, probably. He hands it to Baba instead and then gently takes my hand. Come on, hurry. But the cafe. I got it. Just an hour, right? That's the deal. Deal? What deal? Or maybe he's making like the Baba person like inherit the company instead. Like that would be fun. Fun and creative. No one answers my question before Michael drags me outside and far away from the shop, not once looking in my direction. I gasp for breath as Michael finally stops. Could this really not wait? Is there something here at the beach? No. No. I just wanted to be here. It relaxes me. Okay. Michael stalls, eyes surveying the beach and its gentle waves for a while until he's smiling at the horizon. He turns back to me and slowly reaches a hand up to cup my cheek. Hi. Remember how you said you like that I go for what I want? Yes. How could I forget? That was embarrassing. Well, I'm doing that now. Michael, what are you saying? His thumb presses over my bottom lip and I find that it's a bit hard to breathe. I'm not going back home. Really, but inheritance. I gave it up. I want to stay here at the cafe with you. Misha, are you sure? He laughs at that before slowly leaning in, the smell of fresh sea salt, caramel lingering between us. And I don't stop him. I don't stop Michael from leaning in to kiss me. except he doesn't. He kisses the finger separating us. You're smiling. Idiot, so are you. And it doesn't cost anything. I burst out laughing, and Michael quickly follows suit. No, it didn't. But that's why I want to stay. I can't think of anything more valuable. Is that so? Last chance to back out. I lean into his touch and let his thumb caress my cheek. I think I'm okay with this arrangement. Then let's seal the deal this weekend, now lunch break. Deal? Why not seal it there though? The success of the cafe keeps us busy, so busy that the day blends together. The weekend pops up suddenly, with Michael leading us to the beach for our promised lunch break. Our date? I'm not sure. All I know is I'm excited, and Hannibal is crashing, skipping right along behind us. Got the sandwiches. I didn't know there were so many ways to slice bread. That Henley guy is amazing. Haha, something you didn't know about food? Impressive. Hell sits down and sets the sandwiches aside, grinning when Hannibal snuggles into his lap. Well, turns out there's fun to be had in the little things. Hey there, Shaggy. He reaches toward my cheek, just like last time, but it's different. There's something even more tender with the way he looks at me, like I'm the only thing he can see, even across the expanse of the ocean behind us. What is it? Did you cast a spell on me? What? No. I would never do something like. I trail off as Michael's quiet smile doesn't waver. My father thought my mom was a witch, you know? She did some questionable things, sure, but her greatest magic was always how much he loved her. I resented her for a while. I was scared that if she really was magical and I ended up magical, that I'd tarnish the family's name. You were scared. Yeah, but I get it now. Magic, I mean. Because I showed you mine. No. Because you showed me yourself. There's nothing more terrifying than giving up my entire life for something as unprofitable as love. I'm not sure if you're insulting me or confessing. How about I kiss you to find out? I wouldn't be against that. There's no finger between our lips this time. Michael leans in and kisses me gently and softly, as lulling as the ocean waves that can't match the sound of our mingling breaths. He doesn't stop. His lips taste like caramel and orange peel, and I don't know what to do with the heat building in my chest. I like you. I don't. Why? Say it in the cafe where everyone can hear you. You're so obnoxious. You'll love it. Maybe I do. He leans in and kisses me again. If we are a little late opening back up the cafe, well, I don't think anyone complains. Love really is like a pinch of magic. Well, that was very wholesome in the end. And you can really see that they had passion for the guy when making the game, I guess. Yeah, it was a good one, so good thing I played this route. Anyway, I guess that's for today, and I'll be streaming a different queer game either tomorrow on Friday, not sure yet, but I'll schedule it at some point. But yeah, thank you for watching and see you again. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.